John A. Macdonald Secondary School, which is due to be closed. And this is their open house, and probably the last chance anybody will be able to see the inside of the school in its current form. And I got my buddy Tom here. I don't know if you're in frame or not, but say hi.
Hi, everybody.
And we're going to just go in and check it out and see what's going on and share whatever memories come up from my addled brain. Now, when I went to this school, I didn't even live in this area. I was on the East End. And that's because they had special classes that you could take, like fashion arts and different types of graphic design courses, photography. All the schools seem to have that stuff now. But in the 80s, every school didn't have it. So if you wanted to take those courses, you could apply to come to the school. And if you did, then you could travel across town every day to go to school. Now this part of the building here is new-ish. It's been here for about 10 years, but it wasn't here when I went to school. There was a diagonal pathway going along this area here that led up to the front entrance. This is going to be a trip. So I graduated in 1991. I should have graduated in 1990, but there you go. We won't talk about that.
Did you not do OACs?
No, my 5th year was just trying to graduate. And the really weird thing about that was is that when I did finally graduate, for some reason they made me valedictorian. And I'm like, wow. What? Why? So this is the front entrance to the school. So in here, Lydian, that area that's in the underhang there, that's where everybody used to smoke. They have hot dogs. Houston, we have hot dogs. All right, here we go. Wow, this is a trip, dude. This is the office, the main office, where the principal lives. When I was here, the principal was Lee Arini. Remember Lee Arini? Alright, now over here we have steps going up to the 2nd level, but when I was here, these were escalators. They took the escalators out and put steps. Alright, so this is one of the gyms anyway. They turned this into the kids' fun zone. So this is the area of the school that I avoided most of the time because I really hated gym. I really hated gym. Yeah. I used to forget my shorts on purpose.
I forget my shorts on purpose.
Yeah. Alright, now here we have the graduation or student council people. Let's see if I can find anybody I know. Oh, there's Paul Chung. He was school president there when I first started. What else we got here? There's Lee Arini, who was the president. Paul Chung again. And then we've got, what year is this? What year is this? 1988.
Why am I not surprised that Chris was publicity committee?
There's Chris Mayberry, president.
Oh, he was president. I'm not so surprised about it.
Yeah, not surprised at all. Right, so this is the cafeteria. Now, this cafeteria was a hub of activity and the home of many food fights. You've never heard of a food fight? Ooh, look, merchandise. It says silent auction. We're just looking at a photo.
There you are.
Yeah, so I didn't actually graduate in 1990, but that's my crappy picture. I was sick as a dog that day, ready to
Christian
die.
right beside you.
And Christian right beside me, yeah.
For a while.
But we're going up to second floor. I liked it better when they were escalators because it was less tiring. Every floor had a different color locker. Yeah. The second floor was mainly for what? I want to say science and math. I didn't really have many classes on the second floor, to be quite honest with you. This appears to be a science lab.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to buy one. I didn't. There was like you had to sign up online or some goofy stuff.
I feel like this was probably my science class.
I was bored by the end of it.
And I feel like this is probably where Chris Mayberry melted the bottom out of a test tube and got the science teacher really angry.
Yeah. I know that you had to sign up. Oh, there's a sign up sheet. We used to like put gel on the toilet seats to like scare the shit out of it.
Looks like this is a computer lab. Or business. Oh, I remember this room. What's that? Thank you. I feel like this is where I took my business class. Remember the business class?
This was a business class.
It was a business class, and I turned into like.
Diane Dooney, make her way to the cafeteria. Diane Dooney.
That's the PA.
That was a research.
This is probably where I learned computers. And they said, okay, you're going to learn business computers. And then they gave us these computers, which they don't even make anymore.
Oh, yeah.
But they were like, this is the future. Every company's going to use these computers in 20 years. And then 10 years later, the company went bankrupt. So that was a useful course.
Going on a walk one time, and of course, lots of people were.
I want to go here.
Well, you can't because they're tearing it down or something.
Yeah, so what they'll do with it?
I don't know.
It'll probably well.
They said they're going to turn it into a community hub, whatever that means.
I know the school board has to go through a process before they, unload old buildings. But
All right, up to 3. Now this is the 3rd floor, and the 3rd floor was like history, English, math, if I remember correctly. We got an open room over here.
Good afternoon, SJAM. This is just a reminder that there will be a SJAM alumni talent show taking place in the auditorium.
All ready to learn.
The alumni talent show will be taking place in the auditorium at 2 p.m.
I didn't like history. French class. It still is French class, apparently.
Was
You-
this your French class?
It was with Mr. Ikasala. Remember him?
Oh, I remember Mr. Eek.
Mr. Eek was the French teacher in 1986 and a few years after that, before that. And he called everybody nicknames. And we hated them.
Kind ones?
Not necessarily. Mine was Mr. Idiosyncrasy.
Oh, okay.
I can't remember
remember
anybody
it.
else's. I could never forget. I could never forget. Now, which teacher was it who had the sponge break? That was also Mr. Ikasala.
Must have been. Sounds like
That was also Mr.
Sounds
Ikasala.
a little sociopathic.
Well, it was the 80s, so he could get away with a lot of different things. So every year he'd pick one person to haze, I should
Yeah.
imagine, and then he had this brick that was made out of industrial foam, but it looked like a brick, and he would just chuck it at somebody. Yeah. Welcome to the 80s. Still, I really liked him as a teacher.
Yes.
Yeah, he kind of got through to you. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's good.
yeah, I would say so.
That's good.
I actually blocked out most of math.
Okay, put that back.
Not the actual math, just the classes.
You want to go take a photo?
I don't think that this was my math class, although it may have been. This is the dreaded math book.
I really mustache.
These are the alternate stairwells. They're all nice and curvy. This is floor number 4. We used to try to break out of these doors, and we used to try to get out onto the thing. Chris did that a couple of times. Oh, there's JP.
Who is he?
He was the guy that ran the auditorium. So the really weird thing about the top 3 floors is that they're all squares. So I used to get lost. I used to think I was coming out of that stairwell and my class was there, but I should have came out of that opposite
Yeah,
corner.
that's what Amy said.
Here's some graffiti. I hate you, Natty Nat. Terrible Natty. Is a hater, Natty, stop hating. Sounds very lucid. I'm not 100% sure, but I feel like this was my homeroom in grade 9. This is music. This is the music room. Now, this is a wicked music room. Is this not a wicked music room? Like, it's got risers, like an orchestra, and I used to play drums in that corner. Did you know that I used to play drums? I didn't play them very well. Music room. I forgot about this. So this is the library. Paul Chung. Brian Murray.
Hey, Brian.
How are you, buddy? I was just looking at your picture
I was
downstairs.
just talking about you with Carolyn. You know Carolyn's around.
Is she here?
Good, Rick.
Is she here?
Yeah, she is.
Oh, wow. The library seemed a lot bigger when I was here. And they didn't have computers in them. Oh, they have all the staff photos for some of the years. Now we're going into the last section or floor, which is the 5th floor. But before we go to the 5th floor, I gotta show something, which is a little, maybe not so much of a secret anymore, but I don't know if it's the stairwell or not. Yeah. Should I brave the chain?
Go for it.
I'm gonna do it. Hold this.
You know what's up there?
Nothing's up there except I want to mark this as a historical record of something. This is how you get to the roof, but it's also where people used to come and make out. Lots and lots. One of the places that people used to come and make out. This is only one of several places. And it's, remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I went up there at all, did you?
No, I never went up there, but I knew it had a
They
reputation.
have drama up there? They have a drama like some sort of
So, for the record, I didn't just do that. Now, this is the 5th floor, which is all, well, it was, all art.
It's locked, of course.
And unfortunately, that's, was that
Our
Mary?
photography, right?
Yeah, it was Mary Arnold's room, and unfortunately, it's locked.
Oh.
That sucks.
I like Mr. Shelmer. He was,
Oh, he was good too.
yeah, he was my favorite. It
This
here.
was it Shoveler or Thompson?
That was Michael, what I remember, and then Thompson after that, yeah.
I had Shoveler the whole time.
Yeah, he was 508.
Yeah, that's,
Because I taught the, like a summer course here in this room in 1990.
well, that's the photography room. I can't,
Yeah,
unfortunately,
that's right.
can't get into it.
Which is too bad, right? And then there's another dark one right there.
Yeah, this is dark room.
Yeah, that was dark room.
Which you
Very-
probably, is it still?
I don't know. I mean, probably all the equipment's still there. This was Thompson.
This was Thompson.
It was 508.
Okay, okay.
Mr. Shelton should be for though.
Yes, it was.
Yes, it was. My favorite. Anyone else was a grave, right?
I spent a lot of time in this room, I'll tell you what. Now I heard a rumor that there's a secret vault somewhere with all of our art show pieces that we never got back. There's a secret room somewhere and they're storing them up.
Frustrated with that.
So this used to be Mr. Cott's room.
I left the place because they went out.
Mr. Cott's art room. And I think these are actually the original tables that were here. They have to be.
Oh, yeah. Looks like they're bolted to the floor.
Yeah. Amazing. Remember these things? Do you even know what this is?
I do, yeah.
Do they still have those?
Oh, yeah, they still use those.
Oh, wow. Unreal.
I'm impressed to see it's still see one, if it's still in use.
And these display cases are always fun.
No, I did. I probably did.
Oh, what's this? Did they even have this when I was here? So,
Just like this in my school.
so this is like home eccer?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't remember ever taking that class.
I remember a Ballard taking it.
Yeah, at Ballard they had it, but I don't think I took it here.
I never did it in high school.
It's neat. Their stove's better than my stove. All right, now we're gonna take the elevator, which at the time was only something that the teachers could take
Or
for people with
mobility.
mobility issues, but sometimes I snuck in. Of course, a certain person who we've already mentioned a few times had an elevator key. I wonder who that could have been.
Why is that not surprising? He was always a scammer.
He had everything.
You guys.
Hey,
I had big elevators.
you have what?
I had elevators.
This elevator is fine. Oh my god! We're gonna die! Oh look, the custodial room. Oh look, some boxes. This is the back entrance, which is very uninteresting.
Took them all down.
So this is the hallway leading to the auditorium, and this is the actual music room. The place we were looking at before was like a science lecture hall. This is the music room.
I'm chilling like Spider-Man hanging from the ceiling.
Yeah, this is the music room. A little bit smaller than
I'm
that.
gonna run all around the halls now. This is fun.
And those are the trunks. Look at all the instruments you open here. What did you say it reminds you of?
The music room at school.
Yeah. Oh, they have a separate room off to the side here that I forgot about.
Beautiful.
Fantastic. All right, now we'll see. I'm curious to see whether the second makeout spot in the school is still there. It was right down this hallway. They're still there. So these are music practice rooms, which are all locked. But they're very small cubicles, but you could go in, they're soundproof, so you can go in there and practice your instrument. And this is the auditorium, which technically is owned by the city at this point, but when I went here, it was part of the school. It was, at the time, the nicest auditorium in the city. Did many plays here in the Sears Festival. So just like in high school, I got a camera out. How many plays did we do in here? All of them, I think.
I pulled out my yearbook.
I had to buy one because I didn't have one. 89.
I think that's actually 90.
Oh, that's right. There was a
It's got
thing.
your graduating picture, so
There
I
was.
did that.
you mean 8990.
That's right. I remember there was a printer error. Oh, so maybe I did get the one I graduated in.
Maybe.
I think so, yeah.